Welcome to Roles by Alan Chandler. There are four roles of coach. Uh, there's a friend, a role model, a trainer, and an innovator. Go through these four details. So a friend is someone who you can trust. There's there for support. There has to be a mutual friendship in order for a relationship to form. They've got to have playing competence. In if they do have this, then it may be more inclined to trust and take in their advice. For example, a cricket coach who has previously played at high standard, like county or club cricket level. However, having a coach playing at a high level may negatively affect his performance, as they may feel they may never reach that standard and are more likely to give up. Peter Moore is a former English county cricketer and served 2 stints as the England national men's team head coach. Moore plays as a wicketkeeper for Worcestershire and Sussex and captained Sussex in 1997. He led the Sussex team to 2 championship victories. A friend has got to offer commitment. More people are likely to be committed to training if they feel like their friends or significant others will be attending. For example, if you were part of a netball team and everyone was planning to go due to social facilitation, you'd feel left out. Similarly, if they were the only one going to netball training, then you would feel demotivated and less likely to continue training. Personality. A known personality can help the cricket coach to give an insight into the shots a batter could be playing to improve the game. For example, if a short ball is bowled and the performer reacts by backing away, and a small insight into the personality of the batsman can help this imperfection in the performer's game. Although knowing the personality may hinder the relationship between coach and player, because any disparities between them can affect the performance of the field when out on the field. A friend offers a duty of care. A friend comes with a duty of care, especially with age. For example, the coach must protect the gymnasts in order for them to perform the movement correctly, otherwise injury could occur. Rules set by the NGB set a code of conduct and procedure for incidents that occur, especially for the performer is under 18 years of age, where more implications can occur. Team versus individuality. A team may be formed built on friendship instead of a bunch of individuals. If everyone knows a little something about the person's personality and traits, then a strong football team with chemistry can be formed. However, if the team are all individuals, then this can attract social loathing. A prime example of this is Pep Guardiola, as he is regarded as a close friend to many of the Manchester City team members, because he knows them inside out, along with participating in social events with them, like celebrating a win with the celebratory dinner. However, it will have less authority. The consequence of becoming too close to a performer is that coaches' respect may be dented and therefore have less authority. One example of this is Gaël Monfils, a French professional tennis player who reached a career high in the ATP World No. 6 singles ranking on November 7, 2016. He has parted ways with many coaches like Patrick Shaman and Terry Champion because they lost their authority with him. Moving on. A role model. can be a role model, and is a person who has looked to by others as an example figure. Positive actions are needed in order to become a role model. If a coach is seen doing positive actions, then those kids are more likely to be inspired and copy the positive changes because of social learner theory. A good example of this is Emile Mauresmo, who is Andy Murray's grass court tennis coach. The French former professional tennis player, the former world number one, Mauresmo, won 2 Grand Slam titles, which explains why Andy Murray admires her and listens to advice and insights into the game. Engaging with training. A world-class elite level athletes train on average for 23 hours a week of intense training. This means the coach has to be dedicated and motivated to be able to push the performer to the best of their abilities. A prime example is Gareth Southgate. During England's World Cup successful summer, he joined much training, promoting team cohesion and ultimately creating a role model figure for the England team. Behaviour. However, bad behaviour promoted by a role model may be extremely demotivating because a player may have been inspired by an athlete for many years only to find out they have cheated in order to become successful. For example, Lance Armstrong in the Tour de France. He won 7 Tour de France titles and given a lifetime ban by the United States Anti-Doping Agency because of the use of the performance-enhancing drug EPO, which boosts hemoglobin, allowing the body to transport more oxygen to the working muscles. This put a bad name on him, whilst also reflected badly on the sport. Sportsmanship. A coach modelling great etiquette can boost morale in the team, furthering the attitudes of the players to the opposite team, giving a correct response to the opposite team. For example, in cricket, clapping batsmen on play, even in the previous teams, and in sport at LBW, the effective role model will sell the sport and its value to the performers, and this will in turn promote and improve participants' improvement over time. It's got to be a degree of gamesmanship. On the other hand, will lead to a poor coach, and this will mean there will be they may be deviant. For example, a rugby coach modelling gamesmanship, but not respecting the referees by constantly disrespecting them by calling slight imperfections from the opposition for his team to gain an advantage. This may reflect badly on the team and may be viewed negatively by the parents watching the game, especially if they are still young and learning the game. Especially as the coach is trying to bend the rules to his advantage of the game. Another role of the coach is the trainer. The trainer is a person who instructs the performer on what to be able to do to improve their game, or could be a technique. This can be through the use of verbal, physical, or visual guidance. They've got to have some degree of expertise, and a trainer has to have the knowledge and expertise in order to adapt training sessions to a team. For example, the trainer may feel like the rugby team are lacking in that overall fitness ability, so will tailor a training session to contain fitness elements, like the number of circuits the team does to improve fitness. Knowledge of how to test fitness is also required by the trainer in order to get an initial feel for how the team is. To test VO2 max, which is the maximum amount of oxygen utilised by the body per minute, could be tested by a 12-minute Cooper test or multi-stage fitness test, requiring the team to run 20 metres between fills in time to oblique into fatigue. Although they may have to divide into groups for the trainer to reach the performer's full potential, especially in a team sport, a trainer may have to split into different categories. This could be age or fitness levels and could be advanced and intermediate groups. In rugby, a trainer may have to split forwards from backs when training in the gym, as they may need to isolate different aspects of a forwards training compared to a back's weight training session. A good trainer has variance. A good tennis coach will switch up training drills and use a variety of training methods and drills to improve performance. The coach has to mix up every so often to expose the performers to different problems so they can strengthen the stimulus response bond, allowing the performer to improve in situations. It is relevant that the tennis trainer puts skills into the game situations to highlight important cues and so they can generate a kinesthesis. Most importantly, it will stop the tennis player becoming demotivated by performing similar tasks over and over again. A good trainer will use periodization to break training blocks into blocks and specific time frames to focus on different aspects of the sport to peak the player at a certain point in time. For example, an athletics trainer will use periodization to peak the team or the individual for an important fixture like the Olympics. Tapering is turning down the intensity and workload and would be used closer to the event time to minimize the risk of injury. Dominant response. The trainer has to be aware of the performance level of each of their players, especially if they're team game like cricket. The trainer may choose to train with an audience to help with social facilitation, which may hinder the performance if anxiety and arousal levels are too high, then performance of the batsman may crash and he could be bowled. The last role is an innovator. An innovator is someone who uses their knowledge and instincts to develop new original training methods or ways of completing a skill. Innovators should not be scared of taking risks in order to pursue success. These innovators may gain an advantage. Finding a new way to do a certain skill or training method may give you a competitive edge over the rest of the competitors. A great example of achieving the title of being a great innovator is a man called Dick Fosbury, who invented the Fosbury flop to gain a competitive advantage over his competitors. In high jump, the technique allowed him to get more power into his run-up, generating a higher jump. Due to his success, the technique his competitors started to copy and try to compete at Fosbury's level. It is figuring out a new original way to perform a skill or training method can be extremely difficult, especially in a very competitive sport like football, where original concepts have already been thought of, like the Cruyff turn and the knuckleball shooting technique from the ball situation was invented by Cristiano Ronaldo. A knuckleball generates no spin and very little spin when shooting, allowing the ball to move in all directions uncontrollably, which makes it incredibly hard for the goalkeeper to track the ball. These innovators are highly acclaimed, very successful in football, and are also trendsetters. Highly acclaimed